Radio. And now, here's Big Al.
All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Al Flowers, Talk One Radio. It's great to be with you again tonight. Absolute privilege to have you as listeners, and we're so glad you joined us. Tonight we have a great show here on the 30th of June. That's it for June, I guess. Gone. History. We're on to the scorching next 60 days of July and August here in the Low Country. It's going to be nice the next few days here in town. So enjoy it while you have it. Talking about a possibility of rain over the weekend. Let's hope not. I know everybody's got a car full of fireworks that they want to, blow their fingers off with. So, let's hope that they don't do that. But enjoy the fireworks nonetheless. They're over at Shelter Cove this year, Hardyville, Port Royal. I don't think they're having them at Sun City this year either. So a couple other places. On the show tonight is Stacy Gruber, the owner of Grooby's 2, a new restaurant going to pop up right here in Bluffton, not too far from our studio. So we might have to make it a relief station for us when we head home and grab a sandwich or two. But Stacy will be joining us here about 7:30 tonight. We're going to have a nice conversation about trials and tribulations. She's very experienced in the food and beverage arena. Might as well call her a hometown girl. She's from New York, but moved here when she was 6 years old. So that qualifies her for, she's a hard shell. She crossed the Mason-Dixon line. So she's good to go as far as I'm concerned. Unlike myself, I'm only down here 13 years, so it's I got a ways to go. A lot happening in the local news today. Sad note: a friend of ours lost her sister today in an awful bike truck accident over on the Bluffton Parkway, right in by the Church of the Cross, I believe it was. So the Wiedehorn family has been struck pretty hard. They lost their dad this year, and now the sister was killed today, Kathy Wiedehorn, and 61 years old, young. It's a shame, and our prayers go out to the Wiedehorn family for their loss. It's always a tough one. She rode her bike everywhere, folks, because she couldn't drive. She was a special person, and the world's a lesser place without her. So we wish her family well, and if you have a moment, give prayer to them for their strength as they motor forward in life. It's always tough to lose someone that close to you, especially to an accident. No telling who's at fault here, and I'm not interested in that so much. But bicycling is a dangerous sport, especially in this area. You have people coming down here visiting. They're anxious to go to the beach. Everybody's, coming and going pretty good. And, it's very dangerous. So please be careful when you're out there this weekend or whenever you're biking. I know, you're going to share the road and all that, but, people are inattentive. I go down 278 myself, and I watch these people texting while we're driving 60 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour, and they're passing me, texting someone. I wish I still had the uniform on. I'd definitely pull them over and give them a large ticket for that. That's the way it goes. It's tough. I mean, they've had enough sorrow in their life this year, so I wish them well. You might be wondering to yourself, you might be asking yourself, how did I get here? No. You might be asking yourself, where's my man, my co-pilot, my pirate in arms? He is on his way in from Colombia. Not this country, but the upstate Columbia, South Carolina. His wife was up there testifying in front of a ad hoc uh, legislative committee, and she does a lot of work on voter fraud, and she has a lot of evidence of the potential for that here in this state, believe it or not. I know that piggybacks right into the nonsense that just was released out of New York City for their mayoral primary. It's been declared null and void because 135,000 ballots were they were either rerun or not run because of test bed information on these voting machines. So you see, folks, these voting machines, they're full of holes. Uh, they're using computer software from that is aligned with Windows 7. If you remember back that far, I mean, it's not a big shocker that you know these things don't work right. So much for New York City and their and their elections up there. Ah. Also in the news is NCAA. I just got this is just before I came on. Is they are allowing athletes now to quite simply put sell themselves. Do the basketball card, the cards, jerseys, the whole enchilada. They're allowed to get into a full marketing bash and also have agents, signed agents while you're in college. So good luck. I mean, I don't know how you can they're not only these athletes are on full scholarship, but your kids are paying to go to watch him drive around in a Mercedes or the car du jour is I guess it's still a Land Rover, all tricked out, all dubbed out. But you know, mom and dad still work the three jobs to send you to the great schools, Duke and North Carolina and such, and now these athletes are going to be, making it rain in the dorms. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I mean, let them do what they want to do. The NC2A makes millions and millions, as well as the universities make millions of dollars on the ad revenue that they churn up every year. I'm sure that now that they've been released from COVID, it's going to be Katie bar the door. We're going to be back, jumping around, the Final Four, the March Madness will be back. Your football will be back, folks. Hockey's back in the United States. They're packing the stadium. Down at Tampa, they play tonight, Montreal, Tampa. And, Montreal has to suffer. They can't have more than 2,000 people in the stands. It's ridiculous. But if you want oppression, you can go up there and live in Canada with the young Turk they call Trudeau. He's been keeping them under lock and key, literally. He's locking up preachers that are trying to have religious services. I'm a Christian by faith, and whether it was a Muslim or whether it was a Christian or a Jehovah's Witness or Seventh Day Adventist that wanted to celebrate their religious rights in whatever way they wanted to, they have the police come and arrest the preacher. And one preacher up there spent almost 90 days in jail. 90 days in jail for preaching. I mean, this is like Roman times up there in Canada. Now, I love Canada. I spent most of my formative years hanging out up there. I grew up in Buffalo, but it was like a bike ride to Canada to go to Fort Erie and play hockey and hang out with the fellas. And I love the Canadian people, but I don't love their government so much. And they have the same, socialist bend as uh, most of these countries that have, you know, full health care for everyone except, it's like animal farms. Some patients are better able than more equal than others. You might have to wait 6 to 8 weeks for to get a doctor to get a medical procedure done. Or you could, we don't have one available in Ontario, but you could fly to Saskatchewan and get that service out there. We have an opening out there. But I need it, sir. It's a life saving. Well, I know, but it's on you to get out there if you want. We don't have any openings here. I mean, what's that going to come to? Um, I don't want to talk about Canada too much because like I said, I love going up there. I love fishing up there. I love I got a lot of Canadian friends and they're great people. But the government I'm not so big on them. Any place where you got to give up like 47% of your income to all types of taxes, GSTs, VATs, and regular income taxes. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's for everybody. You want a fair tax for everybody here in the United States. Well, take a look at the fair tax that's going on in Canada. They're paying people like $30 an hour to work at these restaurants because they're taking half of it. So, I mean, it's a ball of confusion. I mean, the people that make the money, they understand that they get it back later. It's hocus pocus. So, be happy you're an American. At least I am. We still live in the land of the free and the home of the brave, because of the brave, I should say. What's on your mind tonight, though? Give me a call, 1 843 800 1492. We'll have a conversation. I'd especially like to talk about Joe Biden. I mean, the guy's slip sliding away. I don't know. And what's the alternative? It looks to me like they're kind of brooming Kamala out of the way. So what's next? We're going to have Pelosi dragged up there, 80 years old. Listen, I got nothing against people of age. I'm just saying she exhibits some pretty crazy operations herself. Coming to mind is the breaking of the rules to get her hair done. I mean, goofy stuff like that. And the ice cream freezers that she has in her house with gourmet ice cream. Why would anybody like give it to her and say, yeah, look at my, and by the way, my freezer cost more than you make in a year. I don't know. These folks like that they puzzle me, if not anything. And, but they blame the rich, they are rich, but they're blaming the rich for all the problems. And if your name happens to be Donald Trump, then you really get the blame, no matter what. I had to laugh. I watched Jen Psaki, which is kind of a cool name, but she kind of drives me crazy. I get about 2 minutes worth, and then I got to turn it off because she's so condescending. I mean, even if I wanted to look at it as a comedy, it's too much for me. But she is now blaming the Republicans for the defund the police movement. I'm like, come on, serious, right? But she is serious, and she'll say, I don't know what planet you're living on, but these are the facts. Well, they're facts. They're your truth, I guess. Please don't make it mine. I'd rather make up my own mind, and I'm telling you right now, what I see in this country is pretty scary. If you want to be God's honest truth about it, how I feel. I mean, I don't think that there's a huge conspiracy or cabal or whatever they call it, or I think there are some powerful people that are they're either within our system and controlling these highfalutin politicians and very powerful people because they got lots of money, like Soros and such, or it's just a matter of a bunch of pirates running around, greedy pirates, getting as much as they can. It's like they found gold and they're digging as fast as they can to get as much in their pockets as they can. That's why I'm a big term limit guy. I think twice around, the park, that's it. You got to go. I mean, 4 years tops. Very similar to what the president. I mean, Joe Biden spent what was it, 40 some years, and what does he have to show for it? I'm gonna bring in a YouTube video that pretty much shows Joe's level of competency, even back when he was talking to Clarence Thomas. And Clarence Thomas is a brilliant man, brilliant lawyer, judge. And let me do that right now. Right now, before we go to break here. Let's pop it in there. Okay. Yeah, maybe I won't do that. I'll just play. What I'll do is I'll just play the audio.
They see Biden for what he is, not only a phony, but an incompetent one.
This is Thomas Sowell speaking.
Good morning, Judge. Welcome to the blinding lights.
Joe Biden, of course.
Finding out what you mean when you say that you would apply the natural law philosophy to the Constitution is, in my view, the single most important task of this committee.
Senator Biden was very focused on natural law. How did that go?
Who knows? I have no idea what he was talking about.
I just want to make sure we all know what we're talking about here. You and I know at least what we're talking about here. There's a fervent and aggressive school of thought that wishes to see natural law further inform the Constitution than it does now, argued against by the positivist led by Judge Bork. Now, again, that may be lost on all the people. You know and I know what we're talking about.
I have to be perfectly honest with you. You sit there and you have no idea what they are talking about. All I know is that he was asking me these questions about natural law.
Someone may apply it in a way, like Moore, who leads him in a direction that is, quote, liberal. You may apply it in a way that leads you in a direction that's conservative. Or you may, like many argue, not apply it at all. But it is a fundamental question that is going to be almost impossible for non-lawyers to grasp in an exchange. But you know and I know it is a big, big deal. And in conclusion,
one of the things you do in hearings is you have to sit there and look attentively at people you know have no idea what they're talking about.
Biden represents the feeling wing of America. So the facts don't matter. I mean, a little bit like AOC. I mean, she represents the hysterically feeling wing of America. And that among their people, facts don't matter. So the fact, people forget the first time Biden collapsed, he ran and he had this wonderful emotional speech about his childhood and growing up in a small town. It turned out it was Neil Kinnock's speech as a labor leader about whales. Now, a guy who's from Scranton representing Delaware, describing himself in terms of a Welsh village, was this was back when the news media still had some sense of covering fact. I mean, the news media destroyed him. They just said, this is crazy. But one of the failures of my career, I'm watching the Palin-Biden debate, which is available online. People can check the transcript. And Biden says at one point, if you really want to understand the middle class, I want you to come to Katie's restaurant on Saturday morning where I go all the time. Well, in the back of my head, that didn't ring right. So I called a friend in Wilmington and said, when did Katie's close? Well, Katie's closed 13 years before he said that. So I called the McCain campaign, and this tells you a lot about why Republicans lose and why Trump's different than normal Republicans. I called the McCain campaign. I said, put her on an airplane tonight. Fly into Wilmington with the National Press Corps. Go looking for Katie's. And he'll tell you this guy's a doofus. And that's the danger that he would have as president. This is a man so shallow and so lacking in seriousness. You know, Bob Gates, the Secretary of Defense for both Obama and Bush, wrote in his memoir that for 4 decades, Biden has been consistently wrong on every major national security issue. Now, I mean, Gates is sort of a bureaucrat. He's not an ideologue. But that should sober people. Do you really want a guy as president who's been wrong for 4 decades on every major national security issue?
What do you think will happen in November?
Oh, politics is very tough to predict.
Mm-hmm.
There was someone who had a 19-point lead at this time.
Yeah, I think Dukakis did. I think at one point.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it evaporated.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they saw by luck Dukakis for what he was, a phony.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if they see Biden for what he is, not only a phony, but an incompetent one, then of course all of this can turn around. But there's so much hanging on this that if that doesn't happen, we are going to be in big trouble. It means that the Democrats will be able to appoint the next whatever number of Supreme Court justices turn up during their term. They have so many counterproductive policies out there that I'm not sure the country can recover from it.
And that's a brilliant man that's doing the talking right there. That's Thomas Sowell, one of my personal heroes. If you haven't read any of his books, you should. It's Sowell. Please look him up. Get yourself educated. The guy's fabulous. Speaks the truth. Milton Freeman student. They were good buddies. He knows what he's talking about. That's for sure. So, all right. Let's go here. All right. I'm lost without my pal. I hope he gets in here sometime. I know it's, I imagine the traffic is horrendous, but, we're just a few minutes away. Let me talk about something that's going on a little closer to home. The Beaufort County voters will decide in November whether they want to change the county's form of government. This is an interesting article that was in today's Island Pravda, which I thought was pretty telling about what's going on. I mean, and this all grew out of there's a lawsuit pending for harassment or something like that. I don't know the exact, I can't name you. I know that there was some hostile work environment, and certainly I'm not privy to any direct harassment, but there may have been some between 2 elected officials that work at Beaufort County. Now, instead of taking the high road and either addressing this problem immediately, it was a man harassing a woman. Instead of taking the direct course of action to protect the woman, there was nothing done. There was the proverbial hot potato, pass the buck, not my job. Somebody else has to do this, not me. We have to call the governor's office to do this because they're elected officials. Now, that may be all well and good, but I'll tell you right now, it took a guy that sat in a co-host chair a few times here at Talk One Radio, Mike Covert, to finally, take 10 seconds of his intellect and say, move one of these people. So they moved the auditor away from this other employee, solved the problem. For the time being, the fact that the harassment took place, and it's proven because they put up cameras in response to the initial inquiry. So they had the camera, the video film at 11. But the fact that they didn't do anything about it. Now, I don't care what I would have called the governor's office myself if I was on the county council. And I think you're obligated as a leader in the county. If you're aware of sexual harassment, workplace violence, hostile work environment, you are obligated, whether you're a man or a woman, to act on it. Now, if you get your wrist slapped later on by because you didn't follow protocol, so be it. You're protecting someone that deserves to be protected. All employees deserve to have a safe place to work and not be afraid to come to work or not be intimidated by someone at work. And that's really the bottom line. So to pass this buck around, and it's come all the way to a ballot question in November, folks. I'm telling you right now, do not put any more power in the hands of this county council here in Beaufort. I mean, I've just about had it with the suspender snapping, the Huey Long, the Nucky Thompson routines, the bullying that's going on from that high authority. And there's so much intimidation there. It's unbelievable to me. I was actually shocked when Alice did not do anything the way they handled Ashley's departure and the way they handled that situation. And she fell right into line. I mean, as a woman, I would have said, no, this is not right. We are not doing this. This person put in X number of months with us or years. I don't know how long she was an employee, but to make that person sit out in the hall for 3 hours while you had a little talking about, well, how are we going to dispose of? Let's offer. Can we do this? Get the. Do we have the money to offer the rest of her contract plus another year? And we'll just kind of like ask her to resign, and then send her in without. I don't know if they gave her fair warning or not, but I mean to walk into an evaluation, an annual evaluation, and be told to bring your playbook because we're trading you. You're being cut. I think is low down scoundrel material as far as I'm concerned. And if that's how you treat a high priced, talented, forward thinking, strong woman, how do you treat the rest of the people that work in the county? How do they feel about their jobs? Do they tiptoe around? It's my understanding that these county council people hang around like they have a full-time job. Like it's a perpetual water cooler up there. It's a place to go get coffee and donuts. They want to be involved in everything. Well, listen, you're not. It's a part-time gig. But anyway, folks, let me back to the question here, whether the voters decide in November on the form of government, whether they want to change the county's form of government. The second referendum ended to the off-election year ballot. The ballot question. Vote. Here's what you got to vote, folks. I'm just, if you don't want, the vice commander of the Beaufort County Council or whatever the Mexican general title that they give themselves up there. If you don't want the power in their hands, but you want to maintain your voting power to determine who's the county auditor and who's the county treasurer, vote this way. Council-administrator. because I think it's absolutely horrible the way that this has been handled. And I'm sorry to go long, but got to hit the commercials. We'll be right back. You're listening to Talk One Radio.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of Talk One Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
Hello, everybody. Jimmy here at Underground Burritos, your restaurant-inspired, taste-delivered, ready-to-heat meat burrito company. Also got them great, hot and ready. Hey, we moved locations this year over on May River Road, right here in the heart of Old Town Bluffton. Come give us a shout, come pick up some great burritos. And hey guys, look, we're teaming up with Talk One Radio to bring you a great new radio show called Restaurant Talk. Look forward to hearing from you. Stop by, have a great day.
Are you an entrepreneur with a business idea but just need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help entrepreneurs succeed and innovative companies grow. As a nonprofit organization, they provide resources and experience guidance to successfully launch and grow your business. Contact them today to see how they can help at 843-540-0405 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The only conservative talk radio where you are more important than the host. Talk One Radio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we're back. Hello, I'm back. Anyway, Jeff's on his way in still. We're hoping to have him join us pretty soon. But I want to say thanks so much to Stacy Gruber for hanging in there with me. I got a little long-winded there and get all fired up about the bullies that are running in the county. Sometimes I just get over-revved. But it's my pleasure to bring on Stacy Gruber tonight. She's the owner of Grooby's 2 It's going to be opening up right here in Bluffton, not too far from us, across the Sheridan Park. I think it's right across the way from us. I'll bring it right in right now. Hey, what's up there, kiddo? Yeah, try it again. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're loud and clear now.
Okay.
Good. Thanks so much for
thank you.
joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. So tell us about the place. Where is it? What's going on?
Well, there's a lot going on. We're located in Sheridan Park. It used to be Sigler's, so we're in the old Sigler's.
Right.
It's 12 Sheridan Park Circle, Suite A. There's not a sign out there yet, so right now it's hard to find, but hoping to get that soon.
All right.
There's a lot going on. Lot going on here. You can see behind me, I've got a couple of the skyline mirror.
Nice.
The mural, one of my murals.
Yeah. Oh, did you do that yourself?
No, no. No, I'm a sandwich artist, not an artist.
Okay. Now, is this part of the Groobies on Hilton Head?
No, I'm doing this by myself.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
A lot of people have asked me that question. They've kind of put it all together, and I think I even spelled it wrong. I used the old Groobies on it.
Yeah, it's spelled a little different. Just a lot of people like to call it Grubbies, and so I felt like it would just be easier to just do, since it's a separate entity anyway, to just spell it with 2 O's and make it kind of cuter. And yeah, so.
Right. So you've been around the food and beverage game for a long time.
34 years.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
It's a long time.
Well, you wear it well.
Oh, thank you.
I know those long hours and
oh my gosh,
tough hours. A lot of drinking too. I remember that part of it.
Oh well, yeah. I don't, because I drank so much.
Well, we're in the same basket because I've been clean and sober for about almost 11 years now. So.
Oh well, that's great. Yeah. I thankfully didn't drink that much where I had to do that.
Right.
For me, I drink a little bit. I don't really drink a lot, but oh gosh, I don't think I could do this completely sober. I need a couple of drinks every now and again.
Right. So
Yeah.
what does your Groobies 2 bring? Tell me what.
Well, we're going to bring the same thing that we would do at any of the other Groobies that we've had, but will be, as my fiance likes to say, Groobies on steroids. So it'll be a full bar, which, I mean, we're in the Hilton Head area. Of course, we have to have a full bar. So, and Sun City. So we'll have a full bar. We'll have 8 different draft beers, bottled beer, liquor, wine. We'll have a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the dinner menu will be the same as the lunch menu, but we'll have about 6 to 8 entrees on the menu as well. So it's not just sandwiches and salads, in case anybody wants something a little fancier. But it really will be very similar to what everybody's used to with Groobies.
Right. Are you gonna be bringing all the meats down from New York, or
the meats
out here, or what?
A lot of the meat. Well, obviously we'll make the roast beef and the brisket. The other stuff I don't know exactly if it's going to be from up north. I know the bread will be, which is a big thing. It's going to be the same rye bread. Yeah, same rye bread. You can't make bread here. It's different. The water is different.
Indeed. Like
so the bread will be the par baked loaves, the 3-pound par baked loaves, and we'll bake them fresh. But I think we're going to do pumpernickel and maybe even marble rye as well as regular rye bread.
Oh, you're going to have a stampede over there.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. That's awesome. What's the target date to open?
Well, we want it to be open by the 1st, but it's just not going to happen.
Sure.
So I would like to be open by the middle of the month.
Okay.
So that's just a guesstimate. You know, it's hard to really say for sure, you know, with licensing and everything else. So I have to have another health inspection, and as soon as which is tomorrow, hopefully that'll go well, and then we can go ahead and all the licensing is already done. I just have to wait for the inspection. So as soon as
I'm sorry.
Oh, as soon as the inspection passes, hopefully because all the licensing was already sent in months ago, all they'll do is just process it once they see that that's finished.
Oh,
so that's really, but it's hard to say because everything is so backed up.
Yeah. Now,
so the target date, sorry, is the middle of the month, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you be sure to let us know so we can make the big announcement for you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. You bet. We'd be more than happy to do that.
Yeah.
When you first got in there, this was Sebastian's or something like that?
Yeah. So Sigler's sold. They retired.
Yeah.
And they're awesome. I was very happy that they got to do that because I know that they tried for a while to sell, and they did. They sold to Sebastian's. I'm not really sure how that happened, like what happened. But we came in here. It was basically turnkey. Everything was in it. Equipment, like what they call FF&E, which is basically everything, tables, chairs, equipment, furniture, all kind, like literally everything you could use. So that was really nice.
And that
it
was helpful. What you needed, right?
So there's a few things that we needed. Doing a deli is a little bit specialized. We have to still get a couple more slicers, which we've got that in the works. We had basically the main thing was to switch everything around to do what we do. This was set up for fine dining, and we're not fine dining. So we had to move some things around, shift things around, and get it set up for what we do. So yeah, we needed to order a few things, but not a whole lot.
Okay, I want to ask you, what's the specialty? What's the what's the A-bomb? What's the big sandwich that you're going to be that you're going to be known for?
Well, there's a sandwich that's one of the, and actually Mike Sigler, his favorite is there's a sandwich that's got corned beef and pastrami on rye with Russian dressing and coleslaw. That's his favorite sandwich, and that's probably one of the most popular sandwiches. So that's it's so good.
And it's huge, I'm sure.
It's pretty big. Yeah, we have a large and a huge size. So, but it's big. It's gonna have it's like probably about that thick just for a regular size, and a huge is about like that thick of meat. Sorry about the.
What do you burn yourself or something?
I have road rash.
Oh man.
Yeah, my dog pulled me.
Oh. What kind of dog?
I have it all over my arm, my knee.
Oh my goodness. What kind of big dog do you have?
It's a pit bull.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's a very, very strong and does not realize his strength. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're kind animals too. People give them such a bad rap.
They do. He's the sweetest. Well, we rescued him, and he is the sweetest thing. He's so appreciative. We've had him for about a little over a year, and he is just literally the sweetest animal. But he's just so hyper, and he's so strong.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, they are strong, man. Holy smokes.
Very strong.
On the chest, huh?
Oh yeah, he's all chest.
Yeah.
But then he gives the sad eyes, so you feel sorry for him. Yeah. Yeah.
He probably gave you a big kiss after dragging you across the parking lot.
I didn't give him a kiss after that. I was mad.
Make him feel tough. Okay, back to the restaurant.
Yeah, back to the subject at hand.
So, all right, now let's talk about the thing that affects all restaurants, especially today, is getting help.
Yes.
How are you doing with that?
Well, so we didn't have anybody apply for a while, and then all of a sudden I had so many people apply for a job, and I hired a lot of people, probably what I would have needed, but because it's been so long since I hired them, I'm not really sure where we're at with a lot of them, if they've gotten other jobs. We're close. It hasn't been as terrible as I thought it would be. But we could use more people. So if anybody out there is looking for a job, we're still looking. Definitely still hiring.
And that's across the board. You're looking for sandwich
Everything.
makers, everything.
And you
Wrap, the whole
mostly,
bit.
probably mostly kitchen and sandwich station. But I mean, I could still use bartenders and servers too.
Yeah, right.
Maybe couple dishwashers. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have the mayor come out and do the grand opening for you? And cut
You
the-
know, I honestly, I have been so inundated with work here at this place, and I still am working at my job while I'm doing this. So I literally hadn't even thought about that. But yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah. Well,
that's a good idea.
Yeah. There you go. No charge for that.
It's a great idea.
Oh, that's great. Now, have you been involved in other restaurants before?
Oh, I have worked in so many places.
Yeah. Did you ever sign? No, you're transitioning to signing the front of the checks now, not the back.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of having mine signed for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I've literally done everything that there is to do in a restaurant. I have bartended, I have served, I have prepped, I have cooked, I have made sandwiches, I've done the ordering, I've done the inventory, I've done everything. This is the stuff I'm not familiar with because I've never opened, even though my family has opened other restaurants and I've been there with them to open them. I've never done all of this paperwork stuff and like trying to get everything organized and set up a certain way. And, you know, it's definitely a new experience for me. Hello.
Right. All right. Jeff Savage is joining us here. I'll get that. Got it.
Hey, Stacy, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, it was on the road.
Oh, yeah. Enough said.
But I'm back in the saddle. There we go.
All right. Good.
Good.
Very good.
Everything's okay.
Yeah. So it's good to be here. Sorry. I'm
yeah.
I brought some tequila.
Oh, see, as long as you bought tequila, we're good. We're good.
Well, Stacy was just telling me that she's pretty much up to snuff with all her help. She could use more, but that's good to know that you know, you did some pre-planning to get the people in there for yourself because
Yeah. I had a lot of people interested while I was in the process of the idea, like, hey, I'm going to be opening a restaurant. I'm going to do this, and because I've been trying to do this for a while, and I was kind of brainstorming with a coworker, and we were like, let's do this. And she, unfortunately, is kind of comfortable where she is, so she's not doing it with me. But I'm stubborn like that, so I'm like, I'm doing it. I've been trying to do this a while. But I had a lot of other people that were supposed to come and work for me, and I guess along the way they've just kind of vanished. I don't know, so it's kind of upsetting. But you know, I'm always up for a challenge. I'm really stubborn and I persevere. So
that's a way to go.
Whatever is thrown at me, I'll make it work.
Right. You'll have people come and go. You know. And the good ones, it sounds to me like you're going to be a really good boss.
You know, it's funny. My fiance was saying that, you know, I should tell people at the meeting when we have like our first meeting where everybody comes to train and tell them, you know, I expect you to be the best employee you can be because I'm going to be the best boss that you've ever had.
Right.
So I hope that that's the case. I feel like because I've been on the other side of it for so long, I understand that side of it. I'm not just a boss and I've never done these other things that I'm expecting other people to do. Like I've worked my butt off for 34 years in this business. So I understand the server point of view. I understand the kitchen point of view, the sandwich station point of view, you know, I've done everything. So I get it. I understand. And I think a lot of bosses probably don't have that. So they kind of just, maybe it just escapes them. They don't realize it because they haven't had to do it all.
Well, they get caught up in the emotions and, you know, that ruins everything when you're trying to deal with people on an emotional level when you really should be, you know, keeping it business.
Professional. Right.
You know,
exactly. Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully I will be a good boss. I really want to be. I feel like if you treat your employees with respect and you make it a fun environment for people to be in, they want to be there. They're making money and they're having fun while they're doing it. I mean, what else can you ask for? You should know, because look what you do.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know,
I
who doesn't want to go to work if they're going somewhere where they're making money and having fun while they're doing it?
Right.
You know,
Indeed.
you're getting paid to have fun.
That's it.
So,
A wise old guy told me one time, he says, hire slow, fire fast. And
that makes sense.
It makes sense.
That's a pretty good adage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
makes sense.
Darden School of Business.
I like it. Well, I didn't go to that school, but I like it.
But it makes so much sense because
it really does.
You know, until you vet these people out, they could tell you anything, and I'm sure that you know that is the dynamic. You can make sandwiches in your sleep. You know?
Oh my God!
So I mean,
yeah.
the easy part is making customers happy. But now dealing with the dynamic is
it's crazy right now because you know, and the sad thing is you almost have to kind of sadly accept what you have for employees because so many people don't want to work. So it's like you just need to have people there. But I'm just I'm a rebel that way. I feel like if people are coming to work and they're not doing what I want them to do, like I said, I'm a laid back boss because I've been in all aspects. So I'm not going to ask somebody to do something that I wouldn't do.
Right.
And I'm nice about it until I'm not. You know, it's like, but I'm not going to put up with people working and not doing what they're supposed to do, you know, like,
yeah. Oh, your job
I'm right there. I'm nice until I'm not, you know, but you got to put.
Yeah. You have a high threshold. And then once you cross that threshold, watch out.
Yes. Yes. And anyone that knows me knows that.
Right. Well, you know, your job doesn't include playing with your phone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless the answers that you need from a customer or whatever it is you're doing are on the phone, like if a bartender needs to look up a drink, how to make a certain drink, then it includes your phone.
Yeah,
but aside from that, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
That's right.
Well, that's good. Do you use a service or anything or do you just kind of like word of mouth within your circle or?
Well, we have a Facebook page. It's not actually complete yet, but there is some information on there. So if somebody wants to you know, look up any information or get any information about it, they can look on Facebook. We do have a Facebook page. Nice. And eventually, hopefully in the near future, it will be done. We do have a website, and we will have the website set up eventually as well. But we haven't personally done any advertising. So everybody I work at Okatee Ale House right now, and I have people come up to me every day at work and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I read about you in a magazine." And I'm like, "What? Like, what magazine is this?" Because I want to call them and thank them because they're giving me free advertisement. So thankfully, between me talking to so many people all the time and the people that I talk to know so many people, that's been my advertisement. And then this is great.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you on board. That's for sure.
Everywhere I go, I just before I came to work, came here to the restaurant this morning, I ran into a lady that I know, and she said, "Oh my gosh, congratulations!" And I'm like, how does everybody know? Like, I mean, I'm definitely happy about it, but
yeah,
it's just crazy that so many people know.
We, you know, before you come on, we do a little. We sprinkle the infield, so to speak. You know, let everybody know that we're having a nice guest and. You got to join.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're talking about me on the radio."
So, pretty soon we're going nationwide next week. So,
oh wow,
yeah,
well, I'll come back on if you need me to.
Well, absolutely, you're always welcome here.
Thank you.
You're always welcome. I wanted to ask you some more questions about the business.
Sure.
Like, how much have the costs since you started this? How much have food costs gone up? Based on you know the COVID spinoff and all this other fuel
it's gone up a lot.
Yeah,
and I can't even give it any set amount because I have not managed in so long that I don't I don't know what the numbers were exactly compared to what they are now, but I know they've gone up exponentially. I know my dad tells me, he's like, are you sure you're going to be able to get this? And oh my gosh, this is so expensive now. And like, it is what it is. You just have to make the prices higher. You know, people want around here, people want to go out. They want to have fun. They don't care as much, you know, as some other places maybe. Because I mean, that's what there is to do here. You golf, play tennis, go to the beach, or go out to eat and drink. That's about it.
That's it.
So yeah, so people want to go out and spend money eating out and having drinks.
Yeah.
So if you have to raise the prices a little bit, you know, keep them within obviously a reasonable range. You're not going to try to rip everybody off, but you got to just raise the prices accordingly. But yeah, it's definitely gone up exponentially.
Yeah, the margin.
And a lot of the food is hard to find. A lot like beef tongue, which I don't eat, but a lot of people love it.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's gone up. It's so hard to find right now.
No
So
kidding. What else is tough is, getting the pastrami.
the corned beef and pastrami are a little harder than usual to get, but it's more so that the prices have really just skyrocketed on those. Other than that, I don't know. I haven't really noticed a huge problem with finding anything else. Other than the beef tongue, that was a little difficult to find, but thankfully I was able to get it. So for all the people out there who love the tongue, because I know the lady today told me today, she said, "Oh my God, you're gonna have tongue, right?" I said, "I don't have tongue, I promise." She said, "Is it the same?" And I said, "I don't know if it's gonna be exactly the same. You'll tell me. If you don't like it, we'll get rid of it and we'll order something new." So we'll see.
Yeah, I know that Jimmy Souls is a friend of the station, and he runs that Underground Burritos over there in May River Road.
I love burritos.
Yeah, he does. If you haven't stopped over there, you should. Dynamite food. And he was telling me
that sounds good.
He can't even buy the brisket anymore because it's so. I mean, the margin has completely disappeared.
Yeah,
you have to charge like $11 for a burrito in order to make it worthwhile making it with all the costs, business costs. So.
Well, we make our brisket homemade. I don't know if they do.
I don't either. I don't.
Yeah, so it's a little probably cheaper if you make it yourself. It's still pricey because you got to buy the beef, but it's probably cheaper if it's not already made.
Right.
So I don't know.
I think the people that come here on vacation, they don't mind spending the extra dough.
No, they don't.
It's the locals that have usually start crabbing, or you'll see a write up in one of the Google write-ups are like,
right,
I never spent so much money for a sandwich, and they boo-hoo, but you have to understand that the margins on food are ridiculously.
It's really high. It's really high right now because of COVID.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because people were out of work or it's so weird. Everything is because of COVID. Like everybody says, "Oh, because of COVID," but I just is it that people weren't working or things were shut down? Like I don't know. Everything goes back to COVID. But it's really hard to find anything. I mean, everywhere you go now is so. I remember you used to be able to go to Taco Bell and get like 6 things for $4, and now it's like $20 for 3 things. It's like everything is just so expensive now,
right?
And that's just how. And that's anywhere you go. So unfortunately, that's just the way it is right now.
Well,
I don't know if it'll get better.
We hope, huh?
Yeah.
At least you have the bar to fall back on, which is really, that's where.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you go to Grooby's, please have a couple cocktails.
Have some cocktails, definitely.
You're helping out the business, and we're all about local business here on this radio station. We want to be friends with all the local business people because that's what it's all about. We drive the train. We're the coal in the furnace, man. All these big box places like Chipotle and all these other joints, you can get that food anywhere.
Yeah.
You go to Grooby's, you get a sandwich that'll blow you away. You won't get that sandwich at a little, corner bar anymore. They don't do
Right.
that anymore.
Well, today I went to a sub shop, and I won't say which one, but I couldn't get over how much money it was for one sub, a soda, and a bag of chips. It was it was $20.
Oh my God.
And I literally said, I will not worry about my prices what I'll be charging, because you get so much more meat on our sandwiches.
Yeah, absolutely.
I couldn't get over
Reubens.
that.
I know you're going to do Reubens right now.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Gotta have a Reuben.
Yeah.
Gotta have a Reuben at a New York deli. You can't have a Reuben. You can't have a New York deli without a Reuben.
I have one. Yeah.
That's like having a bar in the South and not serving Bud Light.
Yeah,
Oh, that's Blue Ribbon. Exactly. Yeah.
Schlitz.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Jenny Cream Ale.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Jenny Cream. I grew up in Buffalo,
we're
so I
dating ourselves.
definitely know. I love the Jenny Cream. The Bombers, the 16 ouncers.
Oh, that's so funny. I mentioned something to somebody the other day. They were talking about wine and how they were picky, and I was like, when it comes to wine, you could give me not Red Bull, Mad Dog, and I'll drink it. And they were like, "Oh my God, not Mad Dog!" And I said, "Yeah." They didn't realize I was that old that I would know what Mad Dog was.
What's that other one? I drink Zima. Remember that?
Oh my gosh, remember Zima? I think it was. I think people were obsessed with it because it was clear. They're like, "It's clear. It's got to be good for you. It's clear."
Well, what's the big one now? White Claw or something like that?
White Claw, oh, or Truly.
Truly, yeah. Watermelon.
Yeah, it's watermelon. Oh no, this one is strawberry lemonade, but those watermelon lemonades are good. All the lemonade ones are so good.
And they are spiked, right? They have a little.
The spiked seltzers, yeah.
Yeah. What are they? What is the alcohol in them? Just
5%.
5%. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would throw me down the stairs, I think.
You know what? If you weren't, in the situation, I would say you need to try my favorite, Screwball. Have you ever?
Is that a can or bottle?
No, it's called Screwball. Have you ever heard of it, Jeff?
I have not. No.
Oh.
I'm intrigued. You piqued my interest.
It's peanut butter whiskey.
Ooh.
It is.
Was that right?
So good.
I know.
So good.
Where is that made? Because I know some friends of mine up in Western New York, or might have been Cleveland. I'm not sure. I can't recall.
Okay.
But I think it was Cleveland that were trying to generate that. I never heard that Screwball, though. So
it's spelled SKSKREW. Oh my God, it's so good. It just comes in. It's like Rumplemintz or whatever. You just could put it in the freezer, and I just put it on the rocks and just sip on it. Or you can just do it as a shot. But
90 proof, or is it?
I don't know what it is, but it feels great. That's what I know.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it is. It is very dangerous, but it's awesome.
After you close,
I'm definitely gonna have Screwball here in our cooler because it's so good.
That away. Well, listen, my hats is off to both.
Thank you.
Yourself and your fiance.
Thank you. Yeah, he's been working his butt off around here.
Right. You guys must be a great team. Just keep the positive energy going.
Thank you.
You know, it's going to be, there'll be times where it's not so fun.
So glamorous. Yeah. Like right now, while we're doing all the stuff that we're doing in here, it's not. The other day I was cleaning the ceiling and I had like degreaser on the rags and it was like dripping in my eyeballs. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. Like, and it was, thank God I'm already blind in one eye. So at least it was mostly in that eye that it was dripping in. So
isn't owning a restaurant fun? Yeah. Labor of love.
Yeah,
I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me about this part of it before I signed up for this?
Well, listen, let us know a couple days, at least a week if you can. Just shoot an email to us, and we'll have you come in or whatever. You're right across the way from us.
Yeah, I'll bring a tray of sandwiches.
You don't have to do anything like that. Make
Well,
money first, and then we'll
Yeah.
celebrate at a big.
Well, if I bring in a tray of sandwiches, you guys can taste them and then be like, "Oh my God," on the radio. "Oh my God, I tried the chopped liver. It was great."
Oh, I love that too.
we ain't a scared. Bring it on over.
Yeah, right. We ain't skirt. Bring it on.
So we ran Jimmy Souls out of burritos one time. He brought a couple boxes. They were gone.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I would be okay with that.
I got you.
I would be okay with
I
that.
read you loud and clear. Stacy Gruber, thanks so much for joining us
Thank
tonight.
you.
It's been a real treat. I'll tell
Oh,
you.
thank you so much. You all have a wonderful night. Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, you as
I
well.
appreciate it.
We'll see you again soon, and have fun with opening that place up.
With the cleaning. Thank you.
Yeah. Go get yourself a screwball girl.
Oh, I'm going to.
There you go.
Thanks a lot.
Take care. What a nice lady.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Dynamite, huh?
Peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah. Some guys, some friends of mine were working on that whole project.
I learned something new.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to check with some of the boys, hockey guys that I know. Somebody was, running that around. It was at Cleveland Center, by the way.
Okay.
Now it's all coming back to me.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, listen, Groobies too. Let's keep an eye out. Old Sigler's, old Sebastian's, right here in Sheridan Park. Stacy Gruber, owner, along with her able fiance. I'll tell you, dynamic duo. If they're working together this hard to make things this good, just for you, I can't wait to bust in the place and check it out. New York Deli, getting a good sandwich is. You can skip a meal, man. If you have a good sandwich, forget it. You can skip a meal.
It's going to be sweet. Right around the corner from us, right?
Right. 12 Sheridan Park Circle, Unit A. Everybody knows where it is, folks.
Yeah.
It's the old Zig's place. You can just, and from the looks of it, it looked like it was mighty tidy.
Yeah, I missed that part, so can't wait to check it out. It'll be great.
She had a nice mural on the wall, nice mirror, and some artwork. It's going to be a nice place to go get a sandwich after golf. I'll tell you that.
I'm still wondering about the beef tongue. I have never tried that. So
that's not one of my favorites.
Probably won't, but it sounds, I'm all up for a pastrami sandwich, man. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, I'm going to get the giant, I think. I'm going to go big.
Let's go
big or stay home, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Go ugly early. That's that's my motto. So it's 843-707-9696 if you want to call a restaurant. Don't do that now. They're too busy trying to get everything set for you. They're going to have a full liquor bar. They're going to have beers, wines. It's going to be great. It's going to be a kind of place that you want to go and hang out. And that we need more of that. A local businesswoman. Let's give her all we can give her, and really get behind it. Groobies too. Just like Underground Burritos and any of these places, Ian's Place, the Grind Roasters. Folks, stop going to Starbucks, please. The coffee sucks. Go to Ian's Grind Roasters, drive-through, right next to Sonic, right behind British Open Pub, which I had a great meal over there with my mother-in-law and my wife the other day. Great meal.
I have not checked that out yet.
Yeah, worth going to. The
They have
owner,
fish and chips over there?
They do.
All
They
right,
do.
we'll
I
have
did
to
not
check it
have
out.
that, but I've had
That's
it there
what I like
before.
there,
Yeah.
Cool.
So thank you, Stacy Gruber, for joining us. Right now we got to pay a few bills, but we'll be right back. It's good to have the Jeff Zapper in the house. I'm going to make him work hard for the next 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. you'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of Talk One Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
Hello, everybody. Jimmy here at Underground Burritos, your restaurant-inspired, taste-delivered, ready-to-heat and eat burrito company. Also got them great, hot and ready. Hey, we moved locations this year over on May River Road, right here in the heart of Old Town Bluffton. Come give us a shout, come pick up some great burritos. And hey guys, look, we're teaming up with Talk One Radio to bring you a great new radio show called Restaurant Talk. Look forward to hearing from you. Stop by, have a great day.
Are you an entrepreneur with a business idea but just need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help entrepreneurs succeed and innovative companies grow. As a nonprofit organization, they provide resources and experienced guidance to successfully launch and grow your business. Contact them today to see how they can help at 843-540-0405 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The only conservative talk radio where you are more important than the host. Talk One Radio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Hey, it's good to be back. And we're happy that you're here with us. Thanks to Trust Company there, the boys from Alabama, giving me permission to use that song. One of my favorite when my kid was growing up, playing a guitar, jumping around. He was a member of a band called Murder by Midnight in Northeast Ohio. Grungers, you know.
Yeah.
Play the Agora.
I know that place. Yeah.
You know, like every good, garage band, they got their shot up there in the Agora. Hey, listen, Palmetto Buff, mobile detailing. Enough said, really. But I want you to go to Palmetto Buff, BUFF, on Facebook right now. We got a couple nice days coming at us. Give Brian a call, 843-949-8708. Does a great job. 2 hours in your driveway. Your car looks like it rolled off the assembly line, man. I'm telling you, right out of the dealership. Does inside, outside, wheels, corrects paint job, does ceramic coating, headlights, the whole shebang-a-bang. Let the pro come to you. I'm telling you, I know this guy personally, ex-law enforcement guy, ex-military, doesn't fool around. He says he's going to be at your house at 10 o'clock. He's there at 9:59, ready to work. So your day is not wasted by somebody fritzing around. This guy knows what he's doing, does it well. Please give him a call, Brian, 843-949-8708. The Vineyard Assisted Living and Memory Care at 25 Cassidy Drive is home to one of our family members. I can't tell you how much I can endorse this highly. My mother-in-law loves the place. The food is great. The people that work there are great. Doctor on staff. Excuse me. They have a nurse at least almost 24 hours. I'm not sure of that. Don't hold me to it. But listen, I think they're going to still validate this offer of half off the community fee if you mention Talk One Radio. So call Lindsay at 843-258-4207. Brand new place, clean as a whistle, beautiful. Vineyard Assisted Living and Memory Care. Now, last but certainly not least is my good friend Jay McCoog at EFIT Club. Right there. I don't know if you can see that 7-day free pass, folks. You get one of those if you just walk in the door and take a little tour. They have classes, training, cardio, e-gym, located at the Belfair Town Village Center, right next to Kroger's. You can't miss them, really. And next to Amigos Restaurant. 843-707-9771 if you want more information. Or please, just stop by. Just stop in. They do a great job. He's looking for certified trainers, too. So if you're a certified trainer and want to work in a great environment, please give Jay a call or visit Jay over at the box. It's that simple. And you might catch me there, too, because I'm on it. He's my personal trainer. I go to him twice a week. He destroys me and sends me home. But that's my choice. That's how I like it. And hard work pays off. I'm on my way down.
There you go.
So I was three and a quarter, and now I'm 314. So I'm a happy guy.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't lose it all in one day.
Nope. A little bit at a time.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Right. That's how we do it.
Got to pace yourself.
Yeah, and I thank God for my wife. I mean, because I'm on the perch so many times. Like I'm not satisfied with this. I should be stronger. I should be. She goes, "Would you shut up and just go?"
Well,
with the
you need
flow?
that to kind of keep you on target, right?
Right.
And that's good that you have someone that can help you do that.
Yes.
Sometimes, I go through extremes too. From swinging from one side to the other.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I think it's a challenge today to really try to maintain a healthy diet, exercise.
Oh, for sure.
Sure. Easily distracted by a variety of things that are happening too. So
your mother's happy you're back. I got a message from Mom that she's happy that you're back.
Is this in the chat or what? Yeah. Well, thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. It's good to be back. And
right.
I say I'm standing. It's just nice to, I spent so much time on my backside
right. You've been
sitting today and, in Columbia. And then, of course, the drive home. The drive home was actually pretty sweet. Yesterday, when we drove up, was a little hectic. There was a little incident on 95. So we got off at exit 33 and did a little back road, 1721 back on 95. And it took a little bit longer to get up there.
Sure.
But it was a success. We went to do what we needed to do. My wife did an incredible job, and so did many others that testified today before the ad hoc House Oversight Committee. And so it was good. But it's nice to be back here with you. I can't believe we're over the hump, man. And it's the last day of June.
Right.
Half of the year is gone, man.
Right. I opened the show up and I said, I cannot believe today's the last day of June.
Yeah.
Now we
Tomorrow.
take a step into the furnace now.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's true. We've got a lot of great things coming up.
Right. I mentioned it, during the Stacy interview, but I'm going to formally announce, folks, that Talk One Radio is going national to 100 stations nationwide starting next Wednesday. We're busting out in full glory.
That's great.
And We're
exciting.
also the God, Country, and Family TV network is picking up these our shows for
Yep.
play.
Real.tv or
Real.tv is also going to pick us up, and they're on Roku and all that. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm not going to chase myself around.
Well, it's exciting. It's a great
there's
opportunity.
me. Look at me talking. I don't know.
Look at me talking. Listen to my voice talking. It's me. Well, let me tell you
See,
something,
right
little
here, right
mister.
here, right here, I
Big
say-
Al.
Right here, I laugh.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah. No, but that is incredible.
Yeah. So we are like over the moon. Many thanks to my good friend Stan Fine and Dr. Jim Jump, Dr. Stan Fine. Also, they're both PhDs, and I am so happy that when they approached us, we opened the whole cottage to them and said, "We'll do whatever you like to do in order to make you guys successful." And they run the It's Your Business show, and it's very successful, by the way. Within 2 months of being on the syndication that we are on, they gathered 1.7 million listeners. So we are ecstatic, over the moon, unbelievable. As they say, it's happening. So God is good. He has blessed us with this opportunity, and we couldn't be happier to receive his good graces. And I mean, it's just, to me, I get emotional about it. So
No, it's a reminder. We say this often, that he's the sovereign king. He's in charge.
Right.
And he loves us.
Right.
He's not angry with his children.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And he wants us to prosper and to flourish. But
Right.
he gives us the opportunity for us to walk it out by, in
Yeah.
faith, right?
Right.
Not by sight, but by faith.
Right.
And I think that's the incredible thing, is how, our testimony, not only how we came to Christ, but how we get to know each other.
Exactly.
And this started kind of part-time for me, but I absolutely love it. I'm excited to see what the future holds for us both.
Yeah.
We've got some really interesting guests coming up as well. So
you're going to release that today?
Can I let the cat out of the bag?
I would.
So this is two things. This is just like our cup runneth over. So Al and I have been, and the producer have been working really hard, just reaching out, not only trying to make sure that this format is for you, the listener.
Right.
That's it. And that's why we say call in, make sure that you're commenting on social media. We're doing a lot of things and trying to make the format have some levity and some fun, right? Joke around a little bit. But most importantly, we're trying to bring guests, people that you want to hear, or all different topics. But I was really excited because on the 13th of July, many of you have heard this name. It's a big name. We're going to have him on at a special time. He's going to be broadcasting live for a 30-minute interview. We are going to have General Michael Flynn on the show on Talk One Radio Network. That's a Tuesday, so it's a special broadcast, and I think we're going to start a little bit earlier. But General Michael Flynn, that's right, General Michael Flynn will be joining us at 10 a.m. on July 13th. So there it is.
That was a super coup by my super co-host, Jeff Zapp.
And we want to thank certainly General Flynn for having the opportunity, for making time to come to us, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah. So everybody wants to make sure that they're tuned in or watch our archives. We're getting our Rumble channel set up. I looked at some things last night while I was up in Columbia. They do have an opportunity where you can live stream on Rumble. It does cost a small investment. We'll talk about that offline.
Okay.
But I'm just, folks, I couldn't be more elated. Honestly, there's just a lot of great stuff. The energy that we have between the host and the co-host, it makes the 2 hours go by super quick.
Right.
But, again, it's Talk One Radio, but it's about getting the listeners involved as well. And so we appreciate your comments. We appreciate your love. We appreciate your support.
Right. We definitely dig the fact that you're starting to use the chat room and leaving, whatever moves you type of message. But I cannot encourage you more to use the phones. We have a screener standing by for you.
Yep.
At 1-843-800-1492. So all you got to do is call in and say, hey, listen, I'd like to talk to the two knuckleheads.
The knuckleheads in the news.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'd be more than happy to engage and take it wherever you want. Now, if you come on and be salty, well, don't expect us to roll over. We're going to be salty right back for a minute, but we want to talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
Listen, we're far from perfect, folks, and we try to be authentic. We will we'll be honest with you, and you may not agree with what we say and vice versa, but we're going to say it, and we're going to support, defend your right to say it, whatever that is, as long as we can be civil and cordial.
Right.
Throwing mud around just soils your own hands, and I'm telling you, but we do appreciate it. We're just starting to see a lot more comments and activity, and honestly, from the bottom of all of our hearts here at Talk One Radio Network, thank you.
Yeah, we love it. We love it when you when you give us the raspberries. It's okay.
Yeah,
at least I know I love you too. So I mean I don't know. Just I'm not a racist, so let's just be clear about that.
Yeah. We're going to ask questions, and again, that's just kind of the format of this Talk One Radio. We do some research, we look at things, we have questions, and I think it's good that we are asking questions.
Sure.
One of the I say the feedback is that people like this atmosphere that we've created, this platform,
right?
And so it's really neat. So make sure, again, we've got a lot of great things going on. And I did want to mention also, because when you had Tracy on here talking about how hard it is for these local businesses, we're always about supporting local businesses. We're both veterans.
Right.
We talk about a lot of different organizations here locally that you can support, we can get behind, and we support those as well.
Right.
But one of the things that I did want to mention is if you're a local business and you're interested in sponsorship or getting the word out, we'd love to work with you. And this isn't necessarily just a plug to say, hey, we're going to charge you X amount for advertising or whatever. But Talk One Radio Network is a great opportunity for you to come on board with us,
right?
And support each other as small businesses as we continue to grow and flourish. So if you want to find out more information, my buddy Al's going to give you the hotline to call to find out more.
You can call the office at 843-505-8513. As simple as that. Make the simple call. Get yourself locked up. We'll have a nice little. We just did a great interview with Stacy Gruber and Grooby's too. This is the type of thing that we want to promote. If you have a small business, or if you're thinking about having a small business, and especially if you're a veteran or a first responder, the Heroes program right here in Bluffton is a place where you should be taking your little satchel, and instead of watching videos and going and reading books about how to be a business person, head on over there, get the help that you need. Hey, you'll catch me over there. I'm in their growth program, and I got to do a lot of homework. But
you killed me.
I'm
you
learning
said satchel. I love that. I like the way it rolls off the tongue. I got my satchel here. Yeah,
that's being old.
Yeah,
briefcase,
backpack. I think the backpack. I don't even know. Yeah, satchel. So take your satchel on over to the Don Ryan Center for Innovation.
Absolutely,
and we appreciate all their help. The Heroes program is amazing.
Yeah.
So we're
Hit
working
the hub.
together.
Hit the hub.
Hit the
man.
hub. Yeah,
it's a beautiful place. You're welcome there. It's best to make an appointment, but if you're just wondering, wander in. Go to Tito's. Have a nice little, Mexican food.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet.
I'm going to check it out for sure. And I'm going to, and then you can just kind of walk down the sidewalk. You pass this gym that's, what is it called? Hot Works. I asked the girls that were out, the employees that were out working there at a table. I said, what's the deal? I said, can you melt me down to like about 220 real quick? And they go, Oh no. You would be a full-time job, you know. Everybody's a comedian, you know.
Full-time job.
You know, you would have to have the yearly package, you know.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's because, you know, it might be a little more because we have to turn the heat up more, you know. We can't get the
Well, I guess the concept is it's hot, so they must have it like really warm in there or something.
Yeah,
It's like a sauna.
120 degrees.
Oh, wow.
That's what the girl told me. 120. I says 120. You know, you wouldn't be.
That'll get you. Yeah.
You'd be calling the ambulance for me. I'd be dragging me across the street.
Here comes the big one, Elizabeth.
Over to Chandler there, or Chandler, or whatever it is.
Yeah, St. Joseph Candler is right next door, so you don't have to go far.
You're right.
No, that's
you can
good.
suffer heat stroke.
But there's a lot of development, you know, all the way down Buckwalter. It's going to be like the new, say the old town, but it's going to be like the new city center.
Oh yeah, it's going to be.
Once they get that, it's Washington Square, and I haven't even been down there. There's that fresh, you know, I'm talking about that little market that just opened.
Oh
up.
yeah, well, I'm not.
It's a gullah, right? There's good, yeah. So, but I haven't been there.
But
there's a lot going on.
You know, I mean, I've talked to a lot of guys over there at the Bluffton Market. You know.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Know,
Yeah,
and they buy their produce from farmers. And
yeah.
Over and it's from my farm. I go, "Where's your farm?" I don't have a farm. Okay, all right. I got you. You're making a few shekels, so I'm not going to beat you up.
Got to make some shekels.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, otherwise, we are off the hook. Hey, Donald Rumsfeld passed away today. He's dead at 88. You know,
yeah,
Secretary of Defense,
former Secretary of Defense.
He served under two presidents. One was Bush and
George H.W. Bush,
right? And he didn't do Obama,
no, wasn't it W?
It was the W, yeah.
I think both, yeah.
Yeah, I read his book.
W because
really good.
That's when. So Cheney, again, they kind of came back into the picture under W.
Yeah.
Remember? And so that's post 9/11. That's when all the.
Yeah, the Patriot Act.
Yeah, Patriot. All the fun stuff started happening. Say the endless wars for 20 years. And you think about it, that's the thing that we've talked about, whether it's the other night with Wounded Spirits, with talking about PTSD.
Oh, yeah.
Or as we've had some of the other veteran organizations that we support here, talking about, TBI and other, suicide veterans committing suicide. But those endless wars and the rotations into a combat operation, it took its toll on an entire generation.
Right. Every war does that.
Yeah.
Every war. I mean, 1, 2, Korea. I mean, those young people that were 7, 6, some 16, 17-year-olds, they went down and enlisted, lied about their age. Nobody checked. We didn't have computers, nobody.
Crazy.
They came in with a changed birth certificate, nobody, they're looking the other way. And and next thing you know, 12 months later, they're carrying a gun in the Ardennes forest.
Well, the 20th century was the bloodiest century in, I think, the history of civilization, if I recall. So, but no, I didn't have a chance really to look much at the news today while we were driving. A little bit of news, but not much. I actually did not. I just saw that pop up on my news feed that Rumsfeld is deceased at 88.
Yes, indeed. I liked his book. I read his book. I had a hard copy of it.
How about you? What's going on? What did I miss the first segment?
Well, not much. I just talked about Beaufort County. The voters are going to be deciding on the makeup of county government.
Yeah,
I didn't see that. Council. And I'm telling you, I'll make it easy on you. Just keep it the same way. Vote council administrator. That's the best thing to do. If you give these coconuts any more power, look out. They'll be looking for permanent parking spots. They're gonna I'm not impressed with Joe Passman as the leader of this whole show. You got great people on that thing. You got, I know, two guys right from locally. You got Logan Cunningham and you got Chris Hervishon, both high intellect, calm demeanor. You can't shovel them off, push them around. I can't say that for the rest of those people on there.
Well, I'm hopeful that more people now are paying attention to what's happening locally.
Yeah,
you know, because
absolutely.
the demographics, everything is changing. We're growing tremendously here in the Low Country, so it's time for people to start paying attention to the,
right.
County council especially, but the local, depending on where you live here in Beaufort County, but your town council and make sure the school board, right? There's been a lot that's transpired since COVID, but that's why I said, even with small businesses, as you mentioned, like Stacy opening up around the corner, her and her fiance, support. Yeah. So prices, we're seeing inflation, but go out and support your local businesses. And that's versus these, say, box stores and big box stores and the chain restaurants. I'm not saying don't visit them. I'm just saying there's other options out there for local coffee shop, like you said over here. It's great.
Instead of buying the Starbucks every day on your routine, buy them every other day and support. Come down and get a grind roaster coffee.
Yep.
They have a drive-through window just like everybody else. Or instead of getting quick food at McDonald's or BK or one of these, don't ever go to what's the name of it? Bojangles.
You mentioned that one time.
I'll never go there again, folks, and I don't recommend anyone go there. It's the worst customer service I've ever had in my life. I'm talking fast food. We're not talking about, Michelin star chicken. I wanted a chicken sandwich and my wife, I wanted the crunchy one. My wife wanted the broiled one. Well, you would think that, we ordered caviar.
Yeah.
Because we were waiting. They go, well, you got to pull up and you have to wait. I said, okay. I mean, I'm not 4 people to the line. After I'm like, well, what are we doing? Are we like, I don't know. I don't want to get going too bad about the Bojangles. Stay away from that place too.
Yeah.
Go over to Grooby's when it opens up and get yourself a great sandwich, a little snack, nice drink. Bingo. You're all set. And plus you're helping the community grow. You got to do it.
Yep.
You got to do it. All right. You know what I saw too? Bill Cosby released from jail. That,
I didn't see that.
Right.
He's out, huh?
He's out. He's out on appeal. So much for the justice system. I mean, there's no telling how many women he drugged and sexually abused and raped. No telling. I mean, the people are calling him a hypocrite. I mean, I'm like, hypocrite? This guy's a rapist. I think that trumps, Trump's
that
the
takes
hypocrite
precedent.
I'm like, oh, well, Bill Cosby, what a hypocrite. I'm like, oh, I think, in fact, he's a racist. It's a little deeper than that. Here's another blitz from the southern border. Local law enforcement and federal law enforcement have just put this out. There are so many coyotes and traffickers dragging these people, taking their money, and trying to insert them into the United States of America. They've run out of jail cells for these people. And guess what they have to do? They let them go. There's nowhere to put them. They're released back to Mexico to get another batch of people.
Catch and release.
So there's no more jails down there. They're so full of coyotes. And then they put these people on airplanes and shoot them around, all over the country. I don't know. Thank goodness.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, Joe, what a nice job. Fabulous. And Kamala, nice job going, well, let's just call it near the border. You know, you were only 800 miles away, so, you know, take it easy. El Paso's a long way from the eye of the storm, my sister. So get out the geography map, the globe, and take a look where it is. I couldn't believe
It's amazing how I say there's no ownership. They still like to point everything at the finger at Trump for everything.
Oh, of
everything
course,
wrongdoing. All they had to do was, you know, they was securing the border. Everything was starting to turn around, and all of a sudden they changed the policies, and now we've got tons of people pouring in at the southern border. In addition to what you just mentioned, we got some bad people coming in. We've got the sex trafficking. We got drugs and everything pouring in over the border to our south. It's just sad, really is.
Let's take this call real quick. Helen from Beaufort, go on. You're live with Talk One Radio.
Hi, can you hear me? I'm so nervous. I've never done this before.
Oh, I'm glad you called, and welcome. I'm Al Flowers along with Jeff Zapp.
Helen, you don't sound nervous at all. You sound great.
Oh, you sound fabulous.
Oh my goodness, my heart is racing. I just wanted to talk. I attended the Beaufort. You were talking about the Beaufort County Council and all that, and I feel the same way that both of you guys do about Joe Passament and all that, and the fellas, the good guys. But anyway, I attended the executive committee meeting at DAWTA on Thursday, and I don't know. I am kind of the black sheep of the Beaufort County now because I was the only one that voted for Lynn Wood at the state convention.
Good for you.
Well, I just felt like I had to do what was right, and I hadn't intended on doing that in the beginning when I became a delegate, but the more people were mean to him and tried to hide things, and I just thought something is wrong here, and I just feel all Lynn Wood does is try to tell the truth, you know, and they can't handle it. So anyway, at the meeting, Shane Massey, our majority leader, you know, in the Senate of South Carolina, talked, and he said, does anyone have any questions? And so Lynn Wood raised his hand and said, you know, how do you feel about having a forensic audit in South Carolina? And he said, oh, probably not. I'm not for it. I'm paraphrasing. And so then that led into Lynn asking him, well, do you think Donald Trump won the election in 2020? And he said, no, he lost. And I was just stunned. That's the leader of our South Carolina Senate saying Donald Trump lost.
Well, Helen, you know, I mean, it's one of those things that we're seeing that's pervasive throughout South Carolina, unfortunately, and I say point fingers, but certainly can name names if we wanted to, the establishment, if you will. And it's unfortunate to hear that from Senator Massey, because I thought that everything was hunky-dory. So I think it proves my point that
that's what they keep telling us.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yes, we're good in South Carolina. Don't worry. Well, sorry, Donald Trump's not in the White House.
Right. Well,
something ain't right.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think to Lynn's point, and I just mentioned this earlier in the broadcast, how important it is to ask questions. There was nothing wrong with that question that Lynn asked. And I don't know why they're trying to shoot the messenger. They're not pleased with the message, number one, as you know. But you were there and you saw.
And then this fella started screaming. I'm not going to mention any names.
Right.
But every meeting I go to where this certain man is there, we have to listen to him just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, you know, because he loves to hear himself. But do we say, you know, shut up? Scream to him. I'm thinking it to myself, but I don't, you know, I've got some manners and I don't say it. But instead of thinking, hey, wait a minute, the Senate majority leader just said Donald Trump lost. That's the problem, not Lynn Wood asking the question.
Right.
Exactly. And you know, here's my question. Here's my question to the listeners out there, regardless of whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, somewhere in between. But if you really are concerned about your vote, then like we've talked about this before, let's say I'm a bank or I'm a business owner, to come in and do a very thorough look around, an audit, right? we're seeing out in Arizona as a model, a full forensic audit. And I think there's been so many questions, and there's so much division now around the country. You know, people are quick to say, "Oh, those are fraudits. You know, they're not any good." But unless you do enough research and dig down to it, and you start to realize that there's a lot of potential errors that could happen, even here in South Carolina. And I think, again, leading back to the point that I just made about Lynn, I think it's important to ask those questions. And quite honestly, I believe some of the people are more naive. They just haven't studied this, and they think, "Hey, I was told everything's up to snuff, everything's good to go, nothing to see here, folks." I'm telling you, we need to do something in terms of investigating, and we need to wake more people up. So I appreciate you calling in. And if you we're trying to get Lynn on so he can give his side of the story as well.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure he would.
Yep.
Love to come on.
Hey, Helen, did you hear that we're going to have General Flynn on?
I did. I'll be listening for sure. I met him. What a wonderful, wonderful man.
He certainly is.
He is, definitely. So that'll be on the 13th of July coming up here real quick. And
at 10 o'clock, right?
Yes, ma'am. 10 a.m. We'll have him on for 30 minutes in interview, and it's just great. He's a true hero and a patriot, and we're excited to have him.
Right.
He should be. He's wonderful.
Yep, on the call to talk about how we can all get involved locally, because he's always his message is always about making sure that we just talked about getting involved locally in politics. So
He's now head manning a big organization called
America's Future.net. Yeah, is where he's involved with the America Project and a few other things. I mean, he's really he's full throttle right now doing so many different things, and I'm sure he'll talk about that when he comes on the program.
Helen, thank you so much for your call. I mean,
okay, guys,
please
I enjoy watching you. Good luck.
Pass the word, will you please, and tell people to call us.
I do, and I will.
And hey, it wasn't that bad. You sounded great. So if you were nervous, it didn't
I
come
know.
through
Watch
that way.
out. Be careful what you wish for, fellas. I'm going to be calling in all the time now.
No, we love our loyal callers. Certainly, we haven't heard.
always welcome.
That's right. We haven't heard from enough of them lately. So thank you for calling in, Helen. Good talking to you.
Okay, thanks, guys.
So long. Thanks again, Helen. That was absolutely marvelous that you called in.
Special treat. That's what we're talking about.
Little
Anything
blast.
that's on your mind, you can call us right here in the radio station.
Right.
See, that was easy. 843-800-1492.
I got to take a break. We'll be right back. I'm under the gun here. It's a hard one. Bye-bye. We'll see you in a minute.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of Talk One Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
Hello, everybody. Jimmy here at Underground Burritos, your restaurant-inspired, taste-delivered, ready-to-heat meat burrito company. Also got them great, hot and ready. Hey, we moved locations this year over on May River Road, right here in the heart of Old Town Bluffton. Come give us a shout. Come pick up some great burritos. And hey, guys, look, we're teaming up with Talk One Radio to bring you a great new radio show called Restaurant Talk. Look forward to hearing from you. Stop by. Have a great day.
Are you an entrepreneur with a business idea but just need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help entrepreneurs succeed and innovative companies grow. As a nonprofit organization, they provide resources and experienced guidance to successfully launch and grow your business. Contact them today to see how they can help at 843-540-0405 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The only conservative talk radio where you are more important than the host. Talk One Radio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my man, we are definitely
sprint to the finish. Here we go, man.
We're zeroing in on the end zone here. I want to just thank everybody that's been hanging with us. I noticed we had a big group of people on the live feeds tonight. Thank you. Please tell your friends about us. If you're looking to get us on the mobile phones, please go to Radio Max, one word, in your app store. Download that. It's free, absolutely free. You do have to register with your email. They assure me that they don't use that to harass you or anything like that.
They sell it to the Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, they already know it, so forget about it. If you use Google, they know about everything about you.
But it's a free app for iPhone or Android,
Right.
And you can listen to us, while you're working around the house or in
the automobile, man. Yeah. It's all Bluetooth City, and you can just search us out, Talk One Radio, make us a favorite. I think you can even interact with us as far as making a call in.
Oh,
so
really?
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I haven't really. Every time I go to explore this thing, I find something new that I have to write the company and say, wow, what is this all about? But, they're really good people at Radio Max. They've been pumping in our analytics from our listeners, so we appreciate that. And without you folks, we are really stuck in the mud. We're nothing. What we want to do is we want to include you. So please, 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 as James Brown says, call in 1-843-800-1492. I know we're wrapping up tonight, but just, build up do a trust fall or something just before you call in. You'll be all right. We're not going to hurt you.
Not much.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Not that anybody will be able to see.
Yeah, James Brown, man. That guy can. He could work it, couldn't he?
Godfather of soul.
Yeah.
I want to just talk another something else about the Beaufort County Council. They okay the development fees that could reach $89 million for the county. Well, that's all well and good, but check this out, folks. They've done this, to help us out. So all you people that are moving down here want to build a new house. If you get a new house built, the developer is going to be tagged $99,535. If he builds a multi-family unit, it's $4,508. Guess who's going to be paying those bills? Yeah, this does not bother the developer one bit. It's
well, they just pass the charge on.
Yeah,
but that's what
those
for
are
unincorporated Bluffton, right? This is according to the Island Packer, right?
Right,
It's almost
exactly.
10 grand, 95.35 on
Right.
single family dwellings.
Right.
And 45.08 per unit in multi-family dwellings. So
Right.
the fees take into account school construction and renovation projects from the 2019 referendum that were designed to raise capacity, like we just talked about.
Right.
This Bluffton is booming, man.
Right. Well, so far the town of Hilton Head has rejected the fees. Hardyville hasn't given an answer, and Beaufort County has not decided whether it'll accept the revised agreement from Bluffton, whatever that was. So much for transparency. But that's just a little tidbit. I just wanted to throw at the end because I was waving it around on our YouTube feed. So
yeah, well, it's just amazing. Like we continue to see. I guess if you've lived here for any length of time, especially for those that have been around here for 15 or 20 years, to see where we've come from as a small community.
Sure,
it's quite something to experience. And
well, it's
the traffic I'm not too happy about.
No, I mean, and when are we going to start taking a look at that? Let's get some long eyes on that.
Yeah, infrastructure is always so critical. Speaking of infrastructure, they're still trying to. I thought I just saw a picture of this infrastructure bill, but less than, I think, 50% of it or something like this. Does that sound right? It's more towards a Green New Deal.
Yeah, sure.
It's not. It's.
Here's what the Democrats did. You know what they did, right? They said, "Well, we're going to compromise on this because we're going to piggyback the other $6 trillion up on this thing, and if you don't pass it, Joe's going to veto it."
Yeah.
So look, the old bait and switch action from Joe Biden. What the clowns that he has in his administration are bad enough. We got this dopey woman. I can't think of her name right now. I had it written down and I forgot to bring the sheet with me. But she is a head of an office in the Biden administration. She is claiming that climate change caused the collapse of the Miami condo.
Oh man.
Yeah. And she's standing on that rock. She says this in Miami. I'm sure all those people will feel, now they're real warriors for the Green New Deal. That's the level of competence that this Joe Biden, well, he doesn't know who he's hired. He doesn't know from day to day.
That dude is not running anything.
Yeah, check his socks. $10. They don't match. $10.
It's sad.
Yeah,
where we are at right now, but we keep moving forward, man. We got to do it.
Just listen. We're coming up on one of the greatest days of our nation. One of the greatest holidays, I think, that we should celebrate our independence, our freedom. Enjoy what you have around you. It's not like this in other countries.
245 years.
Absolutely. And in celebration of that date, there will be no show on
Monday the 5th. Right.
Right.
Holiday.
Monday the 5th, Holiday City. We're going to take the day off to celebrate our citizenship in the greatest country on the planet Earth. You take that to the bank. There's no other country like this. If you find one that's better, I suggest I'll help you pack. I'm here for the long haul. I'm all in. I'm an American from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. And believe me, there's more good Americans of all races, of all creeds that have fought for this country and love this country as much as we do.
Amen.
So I want you to be kind to each other this weekend because there's a lot going on. Enjoy the fireworks, enjoy each other's company, celebrate the freedoms that we have as as an America. I mean, the United States of America, folks. I mean, it doesn't get any sweeter than that. So have a big slice of watermelon and a big giant hamburger.
And listen, we'll be back in the saddle here Friday, 7 to 9, right?
Right on.
Yeah, 7 to 9. We're going to have some fun. We always have fun on Fridays. It's going to be the more lighthearted, and we're going to be getting more callers on Friday. I feel it.
I can feel it.
Thank you for all of our loyal listeners. We certainly do appreciate and love you. And we're going to be signing off for today. So have a great over the hump day. Thanks for listening to Talk One Radio Network. We'll see you on Friday. For Big Al Flowers and Jeff Zapp. Until then.
As the day sets on another slice of heaven, we hope you've enjoyed the show. We look forward to you joining us again on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. live. We're never far away. Just call 843-800-1492 during the show and visit our website at www.talkoneradio.com to share your comments. We'll be back sooner than you know, so tell your friends and family to find their voice on the Low Country's finest talk radio show, Talk One Radio.